Hi, this is Don with PT Plumbing Supplies, and in this short video segment I'm going to show you some of the compact Riello oil-fired burners. These are burners which are suitable for the majority of average size homes. In a later video segment I'll show you Bentone and EOGB burners, and I'll also show you some burners which are suitable for larger homes and for industrial purposes. But this video segment deals with these three Riello burners, all of which are capable of an output of 35 kilowatts or 120,000 BTU, making them ideal for by far the majority of average sized homes. I'm going to start with the Riello EOGB. This is the 2.2 variant. It's 286 millimeters wide, 202 millimeters in depth, and it's 230 millimeters high. This comes out of the box fitted with a balanced flue attachment, which can be removed by undoing those two screws. If you're not using a balanced flue attachment, and fit this air intake cover here, it just clips into place and it's held in place using one of those screws. It's a very versatile burner, this one, because it can be used in indoor boilers, outdoor boilers and combi boilers. And because it has that balanced flue attachment as well, that adds to its versatility. Now this one here is the Riello 40 G3B. It's also very compact. It's 252 millimeters in width, 215 millimeters high, and 203 millimeters deep. It's a very reliable and robust burner. It's been around a while, so it's got a proven reliability. It's more commonly used in outdoor boilers. It can be used in some situations in indoor boilers too, but it doesn't have the balanced flue option. Now there are some boilers that are quite small in size, and even though these two burners are very compact, they would not be suitable for those boilers. So for these very small boilers, what we would recommend is either the Riello G5X, this one here, or the EOGB X400. Now I'll be dealing with the EOGB X400 in a later video segment. But what's noteworthy about this G5X is just how narrow in width it is. As you can see there, compared to the EOGB, which is, as I say, a very compact burner. This is even more compact. It's just 229 millimeters in width. And all of our new Riello burners come with a new mounting flange and gasket, and a new braided oil line. Of course, the all-important instruction manual. People wonder, is a new burner going to be difficult to fit? The answer is no. You've got your instruction manual, you've got very helpful video tutorials which are readily available online. So really, it's not something to be feared, replacing an oil burner. It's a simple process. Basically, you isolate the electrical supply, isolate the oil supply, undo the electrical wiring, which is, it's not complicated wiring setup. Then mount the burner itself from the old flange, undo the oil line, and then remove the flange, and then remove the flange and the oil gasket, and then you just reverse that process to fit your new burner. But it's not a complicated installation process. As I said, there are some excellent video tutorials, and you have your instruction manual, and of course you can call us at PT Plumbing Supplies if you need any assistance. These two burners here, the EOGB and the 40 G3B, are also available as a diesel option. Now, if you use diesel, you are somewhat more limited. Diesel burners can only be used in outdoor boilers with a conventional flue, and it can't be used with a low level flue either. Also, you cannot use a diesel burner in a condensing boiler. Riello have been around for a long time, over 80 years now, so they've got a proven track record of reliability. So there's no doubt that if PD Plumbing Supplies recommend a Riello burner for your oil-fired boiler, that you are going to be getting a good product, a product that is going to stand the test of time and give many years of service. If you have any questions, please contact us. sales@pdplumbing.com, or you can call us at 028 711 40024. Hi, this is Don with PD Plumbing Supplies, and this is the Bentone BF1 kerosene burner made in Sweden. This burner is suitable for the majority of oil-fired burners found in the UK. I'm going to give you a quick overview. First of all, we supply the BF1 in various outputs. The maximum output being 38 kilowatts or 130,000 BTU, and that's more than enough to heat the average size UK home. It's a compact burner. It's 285 millimeters in width, 231 millimeters high, and its depth is 217 millimeters. So it's comparable in size to the Riello EOGB, which is widely used and considered also to be a universal fit burner. So the Bentone BF1 is certainly a good alternative to the Riello EOGB. It's got a noteworthy feature in that you just have to undo one screw to take off the combustion head. And that's useful because it makes this whole area in here easy to maintain. It's easy to clean that area out, and it's easy then to change any of these major components, the electrodes, the nozzle, the photocell, and you also have access to the fan area there. So it's easy to clean it out, and it's easy to change those components. And the BF1 uses industry standard components, so components that are readily available and relatively inexpensive. Adding to its versatility is the fact that it can be connected to balanced flue. Also, the pump is connected to the motor here via a drive dog, which means that there is less heat transfer between the motor and the pump, and that greatly extends the life of the pump, because in many burners you'll find that the motor and the pump are very closely connected, and that can shorten the life of the pump. Also, this pump here is capable of a lift of 2.5 meters, and that means that you don't need to go to the added expense of a deaerator or a tiger lube. So it's made in Sweden, and I guess when you think of made in Sweden you think of solidly built cars, the Volvo, and certainly this burner is very, very well built, and it's a burner that you can expect to give many years of service. And also, as I said, it's very easy to maintain. If you have any questions at all about the BF1, please contact us, sales@pdplumbing.com, or telephone 028 711 40024. Hi, this is Don here with PD Plumbing Supplies. This is the EOGB X400 kerosene burner. It's a universal fit burner, which means that it's going to fit the majority of domestic oil-fired central heating boilers in the UK. It's got a range of between 14 and 36 kilowatts, or 48,000 to 123,000 BTU. So that's more than enough heat for the majority of average size UK homes. Now the size, the width first of all. Now I'm going to include the balanced flue attachment here in the width. That will bring the width up to 297 millimeters. It's a little bit less without that balanced flue attachment. Nevertheless, a lot of people are going to need to use that, and it's very easy, by the way, to attach it. You just undo the one screw here, remove the existing air intake, and fit the balanced flue air intake. So the width, as I said, 297 millimeters, the height 231, and its depth 194. So it's small. And that's a significant feature because it means it will fit small boilers such as the Trienco 1214. Now in fact, it's very similar in size to another universal fit burner, the Riello EOGB. So when we take into account the balanced flue attachment, it means that the width is very similar, the heights, as you can see, are very similar, and you can't see it in that camera angle at the moment, but the depth is also actually very similar. But sometimes figures can be misleading. Let me show you how I will just spin these two around. And you can see there that even though the width, the height, and the depth dimensions are very similar, the way this is built, the X400, you can see there it is actually more compact. It does take up less space. So that's a significant feature. But there are other very good features about the X400. Let me show you. So when it's mounted, all of the major components are front facing. So it's easy to adjust the air intake. Also, the air intake can be rotated, which is useful depending on the configuration of your boiler. Easy to access the oil pump and adjust the oil pressure and so on. That's very useful. Also, it's got this keyhole here at the bottom, so when the unit's being serviced, when it's removed, it can be hung like that on the front of the boiler using that keyhole, which is a handy thing as well when it comes to servicing the unit. And when it comes to wiring, just undo this one Allen bolt here, and that reveals the wiring block. It's easy enough to wire it up. You have all the other components that you need to install the burner, your oil line, mounting flange, and so on. There's a detailed instruction manual, and there's two very good videos by the makers, EOGB, on YouTube. One on how to install the unit, and the other on how to commission it. And by the way, this burner is built in Britain, and that is something that would be important to a lot of people. The Riello, the alternative, is built in Italy. We also do a Bentone, which is built in Sweden. They're all fine burners, but some people naturally are going to prefer to buy British built. So if you've got any questions at all about this excellent burner, the EOGB X400, or the Riello, which I showed you earlier, or indeed any of our burners, don't hesitate to contact us. If you've got a query about your central heating system, if you're having problems, contact us as well. We're always glad to help people out. Our email address is sales@pdplumbing.supplies.com. You can call us at 028 711 40024.